Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. 6 minutes left in the morning where I am. Welcome back to another live stream. I had some stuff going on in my office today that was outside of my control, so I'm going live now. And, well, for those of you watching in the future, may I direct your attention to this Kickstarter page. This is a game called Escape Master. It launched just a few hours ago, and it was put together by a friend of mine. He's been working for more than a year on this, and he's done a killer job. If you like games at all, if you like board games or anything like that, check it out. I have high hopes for everything that he's worked on. You can just, there's so much high quality stuff here. A lot of work that he's put into it. I ran a Kickstarter campaign once, and it didn't look anything like this. It was to build a community garden. It looked nothing like this. So he's worked so hard, and I know for sure that the game's a blast. So some people got early access to it. So anyway, yeah, get ready for rate cut questions. Good morning, Andrea, Creed, and Bentley. Leroy, I'm sure. You know, what do you think's going to happen with the rate cuts? Guys, I have no idea. No idea. If there's anything to say that you have no idea about, it's a once or twice in a decade thing. I have no idea. If you told me if Bitcoin was going to $80,000 after the rate cuts, within days after the rate cuts, I'd be like, I believe it. If it goes to $40,000 after the rate cuts, I don't think it's going to 40, but I believe it. All I care about is I'm holding until I'm not in any longs or any shorts. I am holding until at least October. So, yo, Beast. Hello, Unique Birds. Luis. Hello, Matthew. Do you think the bigger the cut, the worse it is? The more that communicates more fear. That communicates more fear. Yeah, I ate. I hope you eat before you say you were hungry. Yeah, I already ate. So I just don't know. Even that, I don't know. You know, I don't know. The bigger the rate cut, I think the market would respond more positively short term, like today. If it's a 50 basis point rate cut, I'd be afraid of some kind of BART pattern forming. If you don't know what a BART pattern is, you know, it happened when Bitcoin hit $69,000 in 2021. It was after interest rates, or not interest rates, it was after inflation had an unexpected pump. Blew away expectations. Bitcoin shot up to $69,000 and then hung around there for a little bit and then just shot right back down to the mid 60s. That would be my fear. Hello, Neil. That would be my fear about a 50 basis point rate cut, that something similar would happen. So the market is going down. I don't trust anything right now. The fact that the market's going down now, I mean, I feel it. There's a part of me that's just like, I want to protect myself as much as possible right now. Hello, Sean. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. So, God show, you mean good show? Pin that comment. Yes, I'm going to pin your comment, Nathan. Here we go. What will happen with the rate cuts? Any chance for 75 basis points today? I highly doubt it. Still positive on Dojo. Yeah, at the right time. I'm pinning a comment. Guys, I'm live on YouTube. Hello, Benji. Live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. So head on over there. We are doing a HEEHEE giveaway. 2.2 Solana, same rules. Doing that right now. So let's see. I have $500 invested in one coin. Which would you recommend? What's looking strong right now? There was one that I was like, ooh, that looks strong. Maybe FTM. How about FTM? I'll give you that. Watch October be red. That would be something else. Yeah, if we had a red October, and I'm not talking about the movie, I'm probably just going to keep on holding. So, I mean, the alt, especially Pendle. Sure, I mean, yeah, altcoins, Bitcoin dominance is pumping. So altcoins aren't looking so great right now, but people going risk off. What's more risky than an altcoin? People going risk off before the Fed meeting. So Pendle, it's not especially Pendle. Pendle's had a good run these last few days, couple weeks. No R cuts, no rate cuts. Oh, there will be rate cuts. Let's see. Pump my bags, Daddy J Pow. No Diddy. If the bull run happens over the next month or two, will it be bigger than last March, April's? I believe so. I believe it would be a new all-time high for the altcoin market cap. Is it also possible that the Fed are higher the rates that they raise the rates? No, it's not possible. Will Bitcoin after today's interest meeting go up, or will it sell off first before? Guys, I don't know. I know I'm going to get this question over and over again. I don't know. I can BS if you want. Well, no, I'm not going to. This is a once or twice in a decade thing. This has only ever happened one other time in Bitcoin's existence. Okay? Is 50 cut bullish or bearish compared to 25? That's another thing I just don't know. Because I was already talking about on this live stream that that my fear would be that Bitcoin, that markets, that let's just say Bitcoin would shoot up and then it would go flat and then it would have a BART pattern, just go right back down, because some people would see that as kind of scary. So job market hanging by a thread. Senate proposed 75 points cut. No, 3 senators is all I heard, and Elizabeth Warren being one of them. She just wants things to look as good as possible before the election. Let's see. This was my first time in crypto since March when I got in holding, but oof, it's hard to feel hopeful. Yeah, I mean, you got in March. I understand. I sold more than half of my crypto in March, and I've been loading back up in August and September. But I understand if you're down significantly, like since March. So let's see. Good morning, Mohammed. I'm doing well. Today, some influencers promote new meme coin, Pepe Elvis, something like this. I don't think a good idea investing in memes now, especially new ones. I agree with you. Yeah. There will be a time for memes. Memes will explode at some point, but not right now. David is taking profits. Okay. What do you think about Stratus? I don't know about what Stratus is. Maybe 25 would be bullish long term, 50 short term bullish. Maybe that might be, maybe a 25 basis point rate cut would extend this run that I'm talking about that I think is going to peak in 2024. So afternoon Crowman, thoughts on Captain Rug Pull? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just saw a video on Captain Rug Pull before I went live. I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I could see it not being a rug pull, but still, it'd probably go to zero in the bear market. I just want to break even at this point, but I'm worried it won't happen. Hey, what's up, Alvarez? Alvarez is in the house. Give him a follow. Any good buys out there today before the rate cut? I'm sitting on my hands, man. I was saying FTM looks pretty good. Somebody asked me $500 to buy one crypto. I have a limit order set on FTM. Let me look at the FTM chart real quick. It's around 53 cents. FTM right now is at 57 cents. So let's see. Yeah, Unique Birds, I see you there. Warren hates us. Yeah, Warren hates crypto. Have you looked into POX and the new tech MPL 404s? Mohammed, I have no idea what that is. Why is there no accountability for Gensler? That's outside my pay grade, man. No idea. Senate proposed. The Senate did not propose. Did the Senate? Let me actually. All right, back up a second. I saw that Elizabeth Warren and 2 other Democratic senators are calling for 75 basis point cut. It is most likely not happening. I would say it's under a 2% chance that a 75 basis point cut is happening this time around. Do you think if you got in March this time, you'd have a chance of breaking even before end of the year? I do. I believe so. Moon River, fundamentally, I like Moon River. I don't have a chart in front of me right now. Gala maximum price, man. All right, again, I think things are going to peak in 2024, and we're not having a full-blown bull run, so maybe 10 cents for Gala. Time to buy HEEHEE. There we go. Do you have a new price prediction for VRA? No, not really. I would just take profits aggressively with VRA. Guys, we are doing a HEEHEE giveaway right now. All right, if you buy 0.2 Solana, worth of HEEHEE between now and 4 p.m. Eastern time. You have 4 hours. You will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. So 0.2 Solana gets you automatically, it's all on the blockchain, gets you into a raffle. You can win $100 worth of HEEHEE. Thoughts on Pi Network? I haven't thought of Pi Network in so long. It's Pi. You know, I just gave up. I felt like a monkey plugging away at a keyboard or something. All right, give me a second here. I need to take care of something. Okay. All right. What do you think of Solnik? Solnik's legit. Solnik's going to do very well. Multiple X's. It's probably going to do something similar to HEEHEE at the end. But I can't legally give you a HEEHEE price prediction. But I think they're going to do similar. And I would say, you know, for both of those, not for both of those, remember, but read between the lines. I would expect like a 20x on Solnik, maybe more than that. So, all right, Darth Unicorn, ready for the next few months. Good to see you, man. Are we going to peak in 2025? I do not believe so. I will be ecstatic. I would be ecstatic if we saw a peak in 2025. Meme coins might peak in 2025. I wouldn't be surprised about that, but Bitcoin and altcoin, utility-based altcoins, I don't know. I don't think so. So, is there a coin out there that can facilitate stable coins? No idea, man. All right, Mohammed, let's see. MPL 404 allows you, thank you, Matza, allows you to bring the liquidity of fungible tokens to non-fungible assets by providing collectors the ability to swap between fungible and non-fungible versions of the same asset. That is really interesting. That's, you know, I always look for what the future of blockchain technology could be, and there's something for sure. There is no alt season coming. When will you back to meme coins on your TG, Alex? When will I back to... Are you talking about the HEEHEE Telegram group or my personal one? And are you saying there's no alt season coming? That's a very confusing comment. Price range for AVAX and Link at an 80K Bitcoin before year's end. I don't know. At least a 2x, maybe a 3x for both of those. I had 1,000 Pi, but nobody did like the KPIs, so I own about 600. Okay. Alex, your top altcoin picks for now. All right, FTM looks pretty good, and actually Quant looks let me go back to the Quant chart real quick. It might be time to buy Quant finally. Yeah, it's just putting in higher highs. It's in an uptrend now. So you've been sitting on the sidelines for Quant, wondering when Quant's going to move. Quant looks pretty good right now. So you think 2024 will peak? I've been saying that for many, many months now, yes. And I believe that Bitcoin will only peak around $80,000. I am not one of those people I am not a believer in the 4-year halving cycle. I am somewhat of a believer in the 4-year halving cycle. I think the halving does have an effect on the price of Bitcoin with its stock to flow, but I think it's pretty much just a massive coincidence that if you follow just money cycles, Bitcoin's price rises and drops, it just follows money cycles. And so there's a time when I think M2 money supply on a global scale is going to increase rapidly, but based off of my projections, I think it's going to take an extra year. And so, you know, and especially given the fact that I believe that we're going to enter a recession in 2025, I don't believe that that's the proper market conditions for Bitcoin to do what it's done every year after the halving. But if you're willing to be patient and you're willing to time things well, I think that you're going to see the best buying opportunity of this decade for Bitcoin, for crypto, but especially for Bitcoin. So let's see. Hit the like, please get the algorithm up. Thank you. So excited today is finally here. Am I excited? I would not say I'm excited. I'm pretty nervous. I'm just nervous, but I'm bullish right now. Are we going to have an alt season where 3 to 4x is possible? I believe so. Yeah. I'm ready for a massive red candle. I'm ready. Whatever. You know, I don't know. nothing would surprise me. Which indicators did you is for the chart analyze? Matza. I use moving averages. I look at volume. I have stochastic RSI, MACD, and regular RSI. There's some. I pay attention to volume, to different volume profiles, VWAP. There's others that I pay attention to. I hope I answered your question. FTM is a stronghold. Grab some Pendle. Yep. ICP hit that 7.6 almost perfectly. Oh, yeah, I did mention that yesterday. So who knows about after the Fed meeting, but I mentioned that yesterday during the members-only live stream. So it's at 7:59 right now. That is not ICP. So we'll see. Yeah, right on the downtrend line. So does it lose that as support? I don't know. Now is a good time. The odds are in your favor if you were to buy Internet Computer right now, although there can always be a wick below. So if the Fed drops 75 basis points, I will sell everything. David, you're right. Yeah, if the Fed, there's pretty much a 0% chance that the Fed is going to lower rates by 75 basis points. If they do, here's what's going to happen. There will be a significant instant surge in the market, but I'll be terrified. I will be, that is a sign that things are getting out of hand a lot quicker than they anticipated, and we're just going straight into a recession, like within months, within weeks even. So 75 would be really bad news. I don't know why I'm hiccuping. ETH-Fi checked. I looked at ETH-Fi yesterday. I'm not going to look at it today, Solman. I'm sorry about that. I don't know enough about it. Quant's cheap. Thoughts on the ETF's buying pressure? How will this affect Bitcoin dominance and possibly delaying alt season? The ETFs have pretty much flatlined. Let me look at it. They're not buying a ton. They're not selling. You know, they have daily outflows and inflows. As of right now, the last couple weeks, it's been pretty neutral. So although yesterday was 186.8 million, but there's been many red days. So I don't think it would delay alt season or anything like that. Hit the like. We need more in the chat. We all nervous, Alex. That's why it's exciting, but mostly scam pump with a nuke. You never know, man. What do you think Aerodrome could do before a recession? $5, maybe more. Please stop spamming. Price prediction, Bitcoin after today's rate cut. I got nothing for you, man. This is an incredibly unpredictable thing that we have. I mean, and there's so many variables about this. Is the Fed going to cut by 25 basis points or 50 basis points? Right now, my guess would be 50. All right, so if we saw 50, maybe there'd be a little bit of a pump or a decent pump at first. If it was just 25, that would be something else. But then there's two other factors that I don't think a lot of people are thinking about right now. The other one of those two other factors is, do they put an end to quantitative tightening? Because right now the Federal Reserve is tightening by $25 billion a month. My ideal scenario is a 25 basis point rate cut which would communicate that there isn't much fear from the Federal Reserve's perspective and an end to quantitative tightening. I am not hearing anyone talk about an end to quantitative tightening. Okay, so if they did that, I think that would create a lot of bullish momentum over the next few days and weeks and maybe even months ahead of the next Federal Reserve meeting, which I believe is in November, what is that? November 7th, 2 days after the election. So, you know, I think that would, an end to quantitative tightening would give us a lot of bullish momentum until that next Fed meeting. But then the other thing that I don't think many people are considering is the fact that the Bank of Japan is meeting tomorrow. And so we saw what happened when they raised rates by 25 basis points. All hell broke loose because all of a sudden these people, that's pretty much the only place in the world where you can get cheap money. All right, because everyone else, their rates are really high. So what that did is it caused this flood of people to close out their loans in Japan, and that little tweak, and that's America's future. But that little tweak caused all hell to break loose. And so that's another reason why I'd be nervous about a 50 basis point rate cut today, is because that brings a squeeze on the carry trade. So there's just so many different variables here. You can't, there's no predicting what's going to happen. I'm hoping that, like, you know, the squeeze on the carry trade doesn't cause all hell to break loose like what we saw on August 5th, and it doesn't cause the VIX to just absolutely shoot off like crazy, but you never know. You never know. I'm selling my C-swap. It wears me out. This is pretty much the worst time. Hiccuping because 75 basis points makes you nervous. Okay, buy HEEHEE. You got a chance to win. Yeah, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 4 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing until 4 p.m. Eastern time, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth of HEEHEE. What time is the meeting? The meeting is happening right now. The minutes drop at 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's 12:09 Eastern time right now. So we have a little under 2 hours. And then Jerome Powell will speak at 2:30. But I think it's going to be more of a reaction from the minutes than from when Jerome Powell speaks. And I'm getting on Facebook. This is how I read the minutes. I go on Facebook. I get notifications when the Federal Reserve posts. I angry face their posts, all of them. And then, so at 2 p.m. Eastern time, they will have a scheduled post with the meeting minutes. It's like 2 paragraphs, and I'll read those minutes, and then I'll post something on X. Follow my X account, WW Bitcoin. But I have to move pretty quickly because I gotta leave my office at like 2:20 to pick up my kids at school. Time in the market beats timing the market, except when it doesn't. Yeah. Yesterday, Alvarez said on his live to invest in a crypto that would facilitate stable coins. So what, like XRP? I don't know. I don't know entirely what you mean by that. Okay, let's see here. XRP today, 75 cents. We'll see about that. I hold some XRP. That would be wild. Thoughts on Emerald? They say they are at Singapore 2049. Is this bullish? I haven't paid attention to Emerald in quite a while, so I don't know. Again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. If you head on over to YouTube, you can. I am able to answer every question on YouTube. I can't on TikTok. There's just too many people on TikTok. So Polkadot looks terrible. The chart looks terrible. It has lost market cap dominance consistently since it launched. I am not a fan of Polkadot. Let's see. Putting $1,000 in Pendle, I don't think that's a bad idea. Yeah, Unique Bird says, which coins are those? I'm curious too. In a true and real 4-year cycle, bull run, Bitcoin really need rate cuts to send it higher? Does Bitcoin really need rate cuts to send it higher? Have rate cuts been given too much weight this time? Bitcoin needs Solana's not cooked. What in the world? Bitcoin needs, I don't want to say it needs this, but it needs money to enter the system. Now, how much, I speculated on this in my most recent TikTok, which I also posted on X. How much do rate cuts affect an increase in the money supply? My argument is a 50 basis point rate cut will have a negligible effect. So a 50 basis point rate cut is not going to do all that much to stimulate the economy. It might be nothing, actually. And the reason why is, I mean, just looking at mortgages. Okay, there's plenty of things we could look at, but if you look at mortgages, here's what you'll see, is that the average rate for a home owner in the United States, the average interest rate for their loans is still under 4%, and it's barely ticking higher. Everyone's just sitting in their 2.5% loans. It's still barely under 4%. But then mortgage rates today are much higher. So again, this is just one example, but if they're going to lower rates by 50 basis points, It's not like you're going to see a flood of people coming in to refinance their loans. There's barely anyone who has rates above where they are today. You'll see some, the rates have dropped a little bit. You'll see a few, but to get to a point where there's a flood of money back into the system, they're going to have to lower rates by more than 200 basis points, which I know they're planning on. So it's one of those things, man. I don't think the next 3 Fed meetings, or maybe even more than that, are going to have much of an effect on money supply increasing, which is not like I'm a big fan of money supply increasing anyway. I'm paying 2%. I'm not moving. Oh, for sure, man. I got 2.25%. I'm not going anywhere. Exactly. When do we find out today if they cut? 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right, 90 Love Bug, 90 LUVB, HEEHEE, 0.2 Solana. You buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE. You'll automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. That's running until 4 p.m. today. Good morning, sir. Late in today, I'll rewatch for sure, but any of these you haven't looked up today, can you give thoughts on? Thanks. Ondo, AOS, and Near. I will look at Ondo. Maybe later on I'll look at AOS and Near. The reason why I'm going to look at Ondo is I haven't looked at the Ondo chart in a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous about it still, just because of how much higher it is. Is there any evidence that this downtrend is over? I don't see it. People are still up pretty big on Ondo. So, Ondo, maybe it'll go down to the 236 retrace. I actually wouldn't be surprised. You can see that wick on August 5th was all the way down to the 236 retrace at 50.4 cents. So I think Ondo is going to go down there. We'll get to some other ones in a little bit here. HEEHEE is a solid meme. Yes, sir. 20K HEEHEE gets you into Discord. 20,000 HEEHEE tokens gets you into a premium Discord, where there's content, not just from myself, but from a lot of other people. We have a team of chartists, and all you need is 20,000 HEEHEE tokens. You can get into the premium Discord. I don't know if you answer this, but are we likely to see 50K before 80K? Your thought, please. It has to happen in September. We have 12 more days left in September. If we do not see $50,000 Bitcoin by the end of this month, I believe we would see $80,000 Bitcoin first. If the VIX pumps, we need to sell and sit. Yes, 100%, David. Please look into OM. I don't think I have an OM chart on here. I'm not going to pull one up. Sorry about that. Any thoughts on Sun, Doge, and Cat? Not yet for meme coins. Is now the time to buy Render? Let's see, Render, because I did look at the chart yesterday. Maybe it's close. I wouldn't be too opposed to buying Render. Broken through a downtrend and it's now ranging. So I've looked into Aerodrome a ton. Render ERC, it doesn't matter. I would do the normal one, I guess. LCX 11 cents is the bottom. I've said that multiple times. Yeah, ICP tested support. Let's hope it holds. Keep buying Crow. Sure, dollar cost average, but I don't think Crow is gonna do anything significant until after a new all-time high for Bitcoin. It's just flat. It did break a downtrend. Let's see. Pepe and Jasmine. Pepe can go down more. Jasmine looks like it's holding strong. So Jasmine, is it at the bottom? No, 17.01708 is where I would very much want to get in on Jasmine. It's held that as support multiple times, and right now it's at 0.01908. So it's about 10% higher than where I would want it to be if I got in on a juicy entry on Jasmine. So community is everything. Drop the Bitcoin dominance. We'll see. Super price target. Oh, that was another one. People are asking me what cryptos to buy. Superverse looks really strong right now. And so most altcoins right now, most of them have broken their downtrends. They're either flat or they're in an uptrend. A few of them are in an uptrend. So Superverse is one of those that's actually in an uptrend right now. And it's consistently putting in higher highs and higher lows. So right now, it's at a decent level. It's at the level of its previous high, which is about 78 cents. It could certainly wick below, but I think Superverse is a good one to get into right now. Do you still see Pendle at 25 before the end of the year? I don't think I said 25 before the end of the year. If I did, I apologize. I think it'll be a new all-time high for Pendle before the end of the year. So do I have a price target for Superverse? New all-time high. Or is that an all-time high? Because this one existed in 2021. Not an all-time high. New 2024 high. Chainlink's a slow mover. I wouldn't expect 5x from Chainlink or anything like that. Chainlink, I'm just not a fan of Chainlink. Sonic has a community like HEEHEE. Solnik, yeah. ¿Qué horas es la sesión de la Fed? At 2 p.m. ASAT en los Estados Unidos. Ugh. ICP end of year prediction $30. I'm just throwing that number out. Manta prediction, no idea, man. No idea. Do I need to buy Ondo at the 236? I think that'll be a good time to get in. What is more important in your opinion, ETH, Bitcoin, or Bitcoin dominance? I would say Bitcoin dominance. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. I don't pay attention nearly as much to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So I'm doing good with my Super Sui and Quant I bought a month ago. Yeah, I did say that Quant actually looks good right now. So I didn't know you spoke French. Yeah. Pendle and Render, I just looked at both of those. Those look like good buys right now. Vet prediction, maybe it could get up to like 8 cents in 2024. I don't know. Your Spanish is good. Gracias, Lavi. I love our HEEHEE community. Get in Discord, get good buys, good information. Yep, that's why Alex built it. Yep. You mentioned you sold your AOs. Why take the L and not just hold? Because AI coins are still up very significantly from their bear market bottoms, whereas a lot of other coins are at or near their bear market bottoms. From a perspective of risk, I thought it was more risky to hold AOs than to hold other cryptos. So AOs, a lot of those that are up big time from earlier this year, they can go lower. That's why. I mean, hopefully AOs has flatlined. Let's see. Good afternoon, Huggy. Jasmine prediction and Pepe. Pepe's another one that I'm not quite touching yet. I did load up on some Pepe in August. I'm down on it, and I'm fine holding it, but I don't have a Pepe prediction right now. Jasmine, maybe it can get up to double digit cents. Excuse me. My Spanish is pretty good. I took 3 years, actually 4. What time does the Japan Bank new drop tomorrow? I don't know, actually. Good question. I feel more excited for the predictions. Haven't seen any until now to go up my coins yet. Not even 50%. I don't know. Why does ETH look bad? ETH is fine. ETH is probably fine still for this bull run. Okay, if there's ever a time that ETH is going to die, maybe it would be next time around where ETH just majorly underperforms. But I mean, come on. We've exposed all the issues with Ethereum. It's slow, it's clunky. Pretty much every layer 1 is superior to Ethereum in terms of functionality. It's just that there's so much going on Ethereum still. It's pretty much calcified. But I remember in 2020, Bitcoin was just going straight up, and this was the final move for Bitcoin, was just an upward move, and Bitcoin's dominance had that final move up. And I remember just thinking like, man, Bitcoin's just killing it. Everything else is lagging way behind. And then here comes Ethereum shortly after that, and Ethereum just dominated. And I would expect that to happen this time around as well. For Bitcoin, again, to get up to $80,000. And maybe at an $80,000 Bitcoin, we'd see Ethereum at like $2,800 or something like that. But then, boom, Ethereum is off to the races and Bitcoin stalls out. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So, all right, let's see. Let's get to some TikTok comments. So what month do you believe the top will be in before the fall? Maybe December. Algorand prediction, not a new all-time high, I can tell you that. Algorand is a very highly inflationary cryptocurrency. I actually like Algorand fundamentally, but I'm not expecting much for Algorand for 2024 or 2025 or 2026. Next time around, after the next halving, I'm actually going to be very bullish on Algorand. Mubi and Trios don't know enough. AVAX will overtake ETH. AVAX is within the realm of possibility. I mean, most people are using Solana. Solana has their issues. You know, we have AVAX, we have Solana, Internet Computer, Base, and Base doesn't have a coin, but it could be any of those, or it could be something that doesn't exist yet. So my British vernacular struggles hard to roll the R for Spanish. I am terribly sorry. That was awful. ETH is terrible, David. Yes. Not AVAX, but Area, DYOR. Okay. 1/4 of the way to 1,000 viewers in your live. I've noticed. So I'm live at a different time than I normally go live. I need to pay attention to my metrics and see when people are when people who follow my channel are actually online. Maybe this is when I need to be going live, you know? But it's possibly just because today's such an important day. Top 3 meme pick for the bull run. I don't know. I mean, definitely HEEHEE. Obviously HEEHEE. Other than that, I mean, Brett would have to be on there. There's so many options that I could choose. Ponky, Solnick, You Do You. Even that's like at $100,000 market cap. I actually am a big believer in that. So there's a lot more. Redo. There's a lot more I could name. Maybe Landwolf will recover. So stop buying random coins and get Mel's Troy in your bags. No thanks. ETH. I don't know what you're saying. Caspa is just it's very safe right now. So you should start your live 1 hour later. Maybe, yeah. Arrow creep keeps growing. Still think it's going to 30. I do not know. Yeah, Caspa's fine. Do you see alts hitting new lows in 2025? Yeah, I do. Are the rate cuts positive? I don't know, man. API 3. I'm going to look at API 3 real quick. $1.50. It's at resistance right now. I would not be touching API 3 right at this moment. If it got down to $1.27, I'd be pretty heavily into API 3. But it's certainly broken a downtrend. That's one that, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it got down to $1.27 at some point. That's one that I'd be very interested in loading up on at that price. All right, BOJ midnight tomorrow, USA. Okay. Are you bullish on Tau for 2025? I'm not bullish on anything for 2025. Where do you see AO's bottom to enter, and will you pick up more for the bull run? I'll probably buy some more. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some confluence. Actually, you know what? Here we go. Now that I see it, it's pretty much impossible to unsee. Look at this top right here. That's where on that big August 5th liquidation wick, that's where traders decided to enter. I mean, that's a perfect entry right there. I wouldn't be surprised. 31.8 cents for AOs. I wouldn't be surprised if it got down there. I think it will. I'd be very interested in loading up on AOs there. So Origin Trail, haven't looked into Origin Trail in quite a while. I liked it a lot when I looked at it for the first time. So thank you, Memer. Are you going to be near enough fully out by the end of the year, irrespective of typical bull timeline? I'm going to follow the market, okay? If I see signs, I am most likely, and I do believe that we are going to get to a point where things get pretty exciting, where you see 1,000 people in this live stream. That has been a reliable top indicator. I expect it to trigger again where there's 1,000 people in this live stream. If that's the case, I'll probably be 90% out within give or take a couple weeks of that time period. Otherwise, all right, we see Bitcoin start to stall around $80,000 in alts, and Bitcoin's dominance starts plummeting. That's another sign that I'm gonna be exiting very significantly. So let's just say, a lot of people are saying, no, you're wrong. The first quarter of 2021 is when we're going to see the big bull run, the big excitement, or second quarter of 2025. If that's the case, I'll still be around, but if I see signs of froth or excitement, I'm going to exit. If I see signs of recession, that it's coming, because it's like this giant wave that I think is on the horizon. It's coming. I'm also going to exit. So my goodness, Nadia, goodbye. And oh my goodness, these spammers, man. Sorry, on YouTube, I'm being raided by these people spamming stuff. Mel's Troy, goodbye. Thank you for outing yourself. Goodbye. Oh, I hate it when people do stuff like that. Why do you think 2025 will be bearish? I've talked about that so many times, man. Is Tia looking good? Celestia is looking very good right now. And remember, that was my play. That was my play. So Celestia, that's my play ahead of their unlock on October 30th. So I am selling all of my Celestia, no matter what the price is, sometime around October 30th. They have a massive, massive unlock. Their supply is almost going to double on October 30th. And so here's what I think is going to happen. I think that certain market makers are going to drive the price up and get everyone really excited about Celestia and like, oh man, Celestia is back. It's time to get in. And that's going to happen. Like the day of the unlock might be the peak, and that might be the peak for quite a while for Celestia. So no matter what happens on October 30th, I'm out. If you are staking Celestia, remember you have a 21-day unlock period. So you have to unstake your Celestia by October 9th at the latest. So are you selling all your coins before 2025? I really just answered that, and I'm going to follow the market, but my expectation is that I think 90%, I'll be 90% out. Can Algorand hit $1? It's not out of the realm of possibility. Tia will dump. Oh, yeah, it's going to dump hard. I scooped up API 3 in August, staking until October through API 3. Great return so far. That sounds good, man. What time does the Bank of Japan rate news drop tomorrow? Somebody said midnight, Eastern time, United States. Yeah, Tia's starting a bullish trend. I made my Celestia video like a month ago, so it's been on my radar. Can Arrow hit $10? It's possible. FET doesn't look too bad. Fetch AI or ASI, whatever, they're going to rename it. AO's December 2024 prediction, no idea, man. Maybe 75 cents. Is alt season this year or next year? Depends on who you ask. I think Bitcoin's dominance is going to top very soon, and that it's going to plummet after that, which means very soon, meaning 2024. Yeah, Fetch AI doesn't look that bad right now. So do you think Sui can become a top 10 coin? Maybe. They have a lot of money locked into their ecosystem, and they have a very highly inflationary supply, which is a reason why I'm not holding Sui long term. But it's possible. They've got a lot going on in their ecosystem. Would 1K profit be smart to sell Arrow? I was excited, but seems stable at 2x. I'd hold on to Arrow for a little bit. It's holding strong. It's already put in higher lows. So I don't know what to say. I wouldn't be surprised if Arrow put in a new all-time high in 2024. So opinion on runes, ordinals. Bitcoin Layer 2s and BRC20 tokens have really struggled since like January. I'm assuming they'll come back, but I don't know. What chance do you think Brett has of getting on Coinbase? Token distribution is questionable. I'm not worried about Brett token distribution. I would assume at some point Coinbase is really, really behind it. I would assume that it would get on Coinbase. Sui price prediction, I don't know. Was there a U.S. rate cut? Give it another hour and 22 minutes. Reminder, everybody, again, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you'll automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. And that's happening now between now and 4 p.m. Eastern time. You have 3.5 hours about. So thoughts on Flux? Let me look at the Flux chart. What do you think about Trump? From the perspective of a fiscal libertarian, I can tell you that they're all the same, including Trump. Trump's not going to get us to a point where we are responsible. The federal debt increased just as dramatically under Trump as it did under anyone else. So that's a big bummer. But I don't want to get banned on TikTok. I prefer him over Kamala for sure. So, oh my goodness, here come the spammers again. Okay, let's see. Flux looks pretty good. Looks like it's in a solid uptrend. The TVL on Say, double thoughts on Say, please. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting. I mean, they still have a long way to go. But I've been waiting for Say's TVL to increase before I got bullish on it. So that's a good sign. What do you think about BitTensor Tau? I like Tau. Is it the Bitcoin of AI? I highly doubt it. But, try to read their white paper. It's much more. It's insane. In a good way. So, Shido 1, don't know enough. Say price prediction, I don't know. Where to buy HEEHEE? You can buy it on Phantom, on Radium, on Jupiter. Get the contract address. Go to heehee.community for the contract address. It starts with 9DLUVB. Will you be doing a Spaces Friday with Devin? Hey, Cliff, these next few weeks still, I'm just in a rough stretch. So my wife is going out of town 2 of the next 3 weeks, and I'm with the rest of the kids. Whew, that'll be fun. So I'll be back at some point. Will the alt season mean Bitcoin will drop in price? No, Bitcoin dominance will drop and not Bitcoin's price. Thank you, Cliff. Can you please talk on A8 coins? You've been spamming that a little bit. What do you mean by A8 coins? Maybe let me Google, what is A8 coins? I've been around crypto for quite a while, and I don't know what you mean. Can you say what's a good price to buy in Aptos? I mean, I see something like Ancient 8. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Oh, Ancient, yeah, I don't know anything about that. So no commentary on it. Good price to buy in for Aptos. Let's see. He meant AI. AI coins. AI is the one, like probably the one niche that I'm still a little bit, I'm nervous about AI. A little bit. Nero blew up yesterday. It had something to do with Binance listing, right? I don't know anything about Captain Rugpull. ADA price prediction, new 2024 high. That's all I'm saying. So over 70 cents. Aptos is just in a sideways chop. There's nothing amazing going on with Aptos, nothing terrible, but it's bottomed out. August 5th was the bottom for Aptos. So we'll see where we go from here. Trump 2024. Sure thing, man. How about Matic? Here's the problem with Matic. They transitioned to Pole, and so now the trading view chart is like a couple weeks old, so I can't really look at Matic or Pole. That's really frustrating. So what do we do with this? That's all I get for Pole. The last 2 times you looked up Velo, it was the wrong chart. Can you look up on CMC thoughts? Are you serious? Oh, man. Stupid. Wrong charts. Bonk. Not touching Bonk. Do you hold any Tau? Yeah. Captain Rugpull is from a guy that did Ninja. Any coin from that guy should dump. All right. Well, good to know. All right. I'm not looking at Ancient 8. I'm looking at Velodrome. Velodrome Finance. You think price is going to pump after FOMC today? That's the most pressing question right now. I just don't know, man. If there's ever a time for me to just say I don't know, now is the time. All right, new contract address. Maybe this is it. You think Arrow will 20x? I don't think it will. But But I hold Arrow. All right, never mind. I'll look at the Goldfinch chart here in a second. By the way, reminder, everybody, I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I can't answer all of your questions on TikTok. Velo Protocol, not Velodrome. Really? There's no way. Every time I look at Velodrome, and Velodrome just looks like it's flatline, but I don't really hear people asking about Velo Protocol. Would you buy right now or wait until after the FOMC? I'm not buying for like the next 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that. Outlook for Near. In general, I'm bullish on Near. I don't think Near's broken its downtrend. It's one of the few that hasn't. So let's see. Near. Oh, it's so close. It keeps getting rejected. It's so close. All right, Goldfinch. All right, that's it. Yeah, JN, you were talking about Velodrome. Goldfinch. Yeah, not Protocol. Goldfinch, 229, down 5.4% today. It looks like it's broken through and it's back testing. Yeah, Goldfinch would be a good one to get in on right now. That definitely looks like a clean break in a back test. So, Aerodrome all-time high. Yeah, I think so. I missed what you said on Velo. It looks like it's just flatlined. Now would be a good time to DCA into Velodrome. Oh yeah, Woo. I have not looked into. I don't get many questions about Woo. Bonk again. I'm not touching Bonk. Not for a couple months. All right, Woo. I actually have a chart on Trading View. All right, yeah, Woo broken through its downtrend. Now it's just in a sideways chop. It's fine to DCA into Woo right now. Whiff, that's another one. Boom, guys. It's not the time for meme coins, except for HEEHEE, of course. That's the only meme coin. Otherwise, meme coins will either be flat or down. But at least with HEEHEE, you buy 20,000 HEEHEE tokens, you'll get into the premium Discord, and we're doing giveaways. So right now, there is a giveaway going on. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you'll automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. So Arbitrum, DSI. I like DSI in general. Let me look at the Arbitrum chart. That's a chart that hasn't been performing all that well. Elrond. I should have Elrond on TradingView. I don't think I do. All right, Arbitrum's at 50 cents. That's another one broken through the downtrend, but just flat, very flat for Arbitrum. EGLD, Multiverse. Yeah, I saw Captain Rugpull. I'm just not paying attention to. Andy, another meme coin. Another one that I'm just like, I would wait. Okay, they can continue to bleed. EGLD. Let's look at the Binance chart. Jasmy's just ranging right now. I really like Jasmy. I think it's totally worth buying right at this moment. Not like literally right at this moment, but all right, EGLD looks like it's broken a downtrend. And perfect retest. Now's a good time to get into Elrond. Only Daddy, sure. Render, talked about Render, talked about Sui. Actually, I haven't looked at the Sui chart today. But I looked at it like, 20 hours ago, something like that. Sui just looks beautiful. Clear uptrend. This was one of my top 10 buys in August, and I meant top 10 for, the next couple of months here. Sui is in a clear uptrend, so maybe it'll get down to $1.06 or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised, and that would be your entry, $1.06. Sui is solid, yeah. What's your strategy for HEEHEE 10 to 20x when alt season is up and growing? I really won't need to do much. I need to be careful. Okay, let's talk about Solnik, all right? You hear the word Solnik, and I think they're going to go hand in hand, but I'm going to talk about Solnik. There really isn't going to need to be much to get Solnik to 10 or 20x. When alt season and meme coin season are in full bloom, I'm telling you, it's going to be like slicing through butter. But every single effort that has been made will be made in full force when that time comes. I'm talking about spending $500 a week for Twitter raids, doing deck screener ads, doing my own personal content, doing it a lot more, hyping it up. During these live streams, when I do a HEEHEE giveaway, there will be hundreds of buys. I'm not exaggerating. Hundreds of buys of HEEHEE. All right, so there's so many more things that I can say. Influencers, it would make sense at that time to pay influencers in HEEHEE. If we paid them in HEEHEE right now and they dump, that's going to affect the price. So that's why we're not doing that right now. But yeah, translation, Solnick and HEEHEE, there we go. I disagree slightly for the larger memes. I think you can DCA into things like Brett and Whiff now. They look like they have bottomed TBF. You might be right, Dave. Yeah, maybe you're right on that. What are the spellings of Solnick? S-O-L-N-I-C. Think Sonic with an N in it. I'm ready, super ready to make that happen. Yes, sir. Me too. What's your exit plan for Pendle? I don't have an exit plan for Pendle or other individual cryptocurrencies. All right. So have a little faith because you're giving us the DL if we get a run on alts. Okay. I don't know what you mean. Aave to 600. Aave looks really strong. Oh, come on, man. Does anybody is there such thing as an ad blocker? I get so many ads from ad blocker. It's like, you're killing me. And Aave looks so strong. That's a little bit more than a 4X from where it is right now. I wouldn't be opposed to this idea that Aave could go to $600. Solana Nick, of course, yeah. Is Quant finally at its bottom? Yes, JN. Yes. I believe Solana has bottomed out. He has a great community that makes his money, yeah. Do you think MAGA will ever pump? I'm losing faith on all the Politify meme coins. I really am. They might have already peaked, which is crazy to think about. I would expect some kind of a small run before the election, but I'm surprised that it hasn't happened yet. So we'll see. Oh, shoot. All right. I don't want to put David in timeout. I want to pin his comment. Again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. I am able to keep up with all the comments on YouTube, but not on TikTok. So is it still going to be choppy chart after the rate cut today? I think so. You see the YouTube video I sent that rate cuts are not driven by recession, but rising interest expenses. I did not. Yeah, I saw that you sent a video. I haven't watched it yet. Rising interest expenses. What time's the meeting? It's in an hour, a little over an hour. I mean, it's happening right now, but the announcement is in an hour. Oh my goodness. Hiccups again. Best ad block extensions, uBlock Origin. There we go. Any price prediction for Ethereum in the next 3 months? How about $5,000 to $6,000? What am I looking at? Shoot. Will 50%? Oh, Cody. Cody. 10.22 cents. It's just flat. Well, shoot. Volume has picked up dramatically on Cody. That's a good sign. This one might do very well. Oh, shoot. I'm looking at Corium. Never mind. I'm looking at Corium. Same deal. Corium might do very well. Now, Cody is in an uptrend. Cody looks good. So, Corium and Cody, you want some buys? Both of those look pretty good. Will 50 spook the market? I don't know. That's what I'm afraid about. Thoughts on Velo account in Asia? It's moving. I don't know what a Velo account is. I don't think it would anymore. 50 BPS feels like it has become the more base case now. Yeah. I think it would likely sell off more than 25 basis points with fears Fed are going to move too slow again. There's another one. That's another perspective. I like that perspective, Dave. Would ICP hit $50 this year? Probably not. Has not coin bottomed out? I'd be a little bit nervous about Notcoin. Notcoin had a really good run earlier this year. There's no signs that Notcoin has bottomed out. Wow. I made a video around the peak for Notcoin saying that it's not a good idea to buy it. I don't know, man. I don't think Notcoin is done. This is if I made a top 10 list of cryptocurrencies that I would not be buying right now, believe it or not, it's Notcoin. So Nakamoto. Yeah, Nakamoto's probably at it's right now, really good time to be buying Nakamoto games. Holding support. I expect it to keep holding support at 77 cents. So, hello. Hey, Mimi. Good to see you. We're friends, right? Yes. Okay. You think alts can drop 30% from here? Some, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, excited to see the Fed. We'll see. What are your thoughts? Okay, ChainSwap. How far do you think it can go? I would be holding ChainSwap for a retrace, not for a new all-time high. I think it can go to a significant retrace, like a 702 retrace. Maybe it could put in a new all-time high. You know, at the Bitcoin conference, I talked to some people who are very optimistic about ChainSwap. So it can't go all that much lower. It won't go all that much lower. But a reminder again, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 4 p.m. Eastern time, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. A-Star, y'all look at A-Star. 1,000 people on TikTok or YouTube on TikTok. Chainlink, again, Chainlink is it's a slow mover. Chainlink is a slow mover. A-Star has broken its downtrend. It's retested the downtrend. Things look bullish for A-Star. Man, guys, I know this is, a lot of you are still in this mindset that we're in a downtrend. Most altcoins are no longer in downtrends. They're either flat or they're in uptrends. And I'm looking at these charts and I feel like a kid in a candy store right now. There are so many good options to buy for altcoins right now. What's your play for 2025? Walmart, the stock, gold. That's my play for 2025. Selling options is my play for 2025. Cash, the US dollar. GRT to a dollar, it's possible. Jupiter thoughts. We see a good alt season. Jupiter's going to explode. I messed up. I really thought we would have an altcoin run by now. I'm going to stay poor. Why did you think we'd have an altcoin run by September? I mean, we should be counting our blessings. The fact that September, we're up in September right now. Bitcoin monthly returns. And again, you're not losing money anymore. I know it feels like that. I mean, unless you have all meme coins, I know it feels like you're still losing money, but you're not. I mean, unless you're trading and you're a terrible trader, unless you have 100% meme coins. Yeah, September, we're up 0.77%, but we'll see about after these rate cuts. Buying layer 4 nests, layer 1s. Okay. I'm more so waiting to see what Powell talks about in terms of bigger cuts going forward. If it's just 25, yeah. If it comes across, they're going to be slow with 25 each. There, I might just be out for a while. That I highly doubt it. I highly doubt. Like, if it's 25 this Fed meeting, it will be more than 25 next Fed meeting. But if we talk crypto for 2025, nothing. We can talk about shorting crypto and making a lot of money on the way down. I'll happily talk about that. November will rock, but you have to take profits. Yeah. Silvercrest stock, I don't know much about it. Silver is a good option for 2025. I believe so. Could you have a look at Casper? Oh man, Casper. If you don't know, I've waved the white flag on Casper. Casper is a very highly inflationary cryptocurrency, and it continues to go down. It may continue to go down. I'm 4K down on ICP because Tyler, he kept saying he will keep buying ICP even at $50. I like ICP. Terrible beginning of September, but it's on now. Yes, sir. If we get a 50 basis point drop, will it push these bottoms lower? I don't think so. Do you think that quite a good deep can happen soon and it'll last before October? If you buy, we all get rich. Okay. Do I think a good dip can happen soon? I think anything's possible. Anything is possible. It has to happen in September, though. If it doesn't happen in September, it's not happening. Do you say I like it more now than I did before? ICP this year, next year, lower than where it is now. This year, maybe $30. Hex and PLSX, I don't know, man. I'm not paying attention to it. Cole thinks we'll go down until December. Yeah, I mean he was on point. Back when Bitcoin was $70,000, he was saying it was going to go to $44,000. It went to 49. I give him credit for that, but I do disagree with him. I could be wrong, but I think 50 basis points will pump if Powell says the right things. If it's 25 basis points, then broad market's going back down again. We'll see. Dave, you do provide some good feedback whenever you're on here. So your guess, maybe sell now and buy back lower. No. Can the rate cut start the bull run? They could. For sure, man. Yeah, problem is now he's calling for 33K and 25K. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Zoran Cole, he made a name for himself by calling for $45,000 Bitcoin. And now he wants to, he's enjoyed the success of his social media profile presence. And now he's doubling down, and it's like, all right, you know what? Maybe you'll just be the next capo. Prediction for say this run, I don't have one. HBAR's trash. Well, it's not trash. I like HBAR fundamentally, but do not touch HBAR. Not financial advice. HBAR's terrible. Tokenomics and all that. Even if we dip after FOMC, we need to make a higher low for Bitcoin for October to be bullish. A higher low. What would a higher low be? Would you say that $52,000 was probably, I would say that was a higher low. So higher low, higher than $52,000. I'd be okay with that. Even though we did not put in a higher high, we got up to $65,000 at the end of last month. So, all right, guys, I need to switch to subscriber only on TikTok. If you want to stay in this live stream, head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin. And one more reminder before you go. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. But, okay, you want to stay in this live stream, head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Alex made me do the research. It's Sui, Ondo, Pendle, and HEEHEE. That sounds good. Yeah, 50 basis points can be viewed as a red flag. I understand. Those are lots of different scenarios that we've talked through already. All right, sub only. Girls rule join the HEEHEE Discord. Yeah. How's the best way to buy gold or best way to learn how, please? I don't know. I buy the GLD ETF so I can sell covered calls on it. Turbo is on Binance. What's your thoughts? It's bullish for Turbo, but I don't think it's going to go up all that much anytime soon. I'm going to do a coin and call it Smile, and it's going to be Alex Costa new coin, LMAO joke. Luxury cigar review, if you create a coin and call it Alex Costa, my name is Costa, not Acosta, I'll make a video about it. And but I'll make a video. Ha ha ha! Somebody created a coin about me. Yeah, 2026 isn't that long. Yeah. Aerodrome price target, new all-time high. That's all I'm going to say for 2024. I can see Turbo getting used by Binance to a 6 billion market cap. Wow. That would be awesome. Don't make a crap coin. Oh, I'm done making cryptocurrencies. I am so done. Just buy HEEHEE. Luxury cigar reviewer. People don't. People in my life tell me I need to smile more. No more memes on Base or Solana. Oh, there's going to be a time when you're all going to be begging for memes. Desk Smasher. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Crypto Tony, for subscribing. Desk Smasher. Community first facts. You said 0.2 Solana buying HEEHEE. Can you explain that? What does it mean? You know what? I'm going to enter my own raffle. Actually, I'm going to do it off screen. So where can I get guide how to join Discord channel? You got to join. All right, Big D is in. You have to join the HEEHEE Telegram group, Rafal. So join the HEEHEE Telegram group, and you will be able to get instructions there. You have to message KB. All right, here we go. So what does it mean? Who's asking that question? Yeah, 0.2 Solana. Thank you, Bry Guy. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, so here it is in my wallet. 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, at least 0.2 Solana, you can automatically you will automatically be entered into a raffle. So I hope I win. But when he does the Solana giveaway by what? I don't know what that means. All right. You're welcome, Rafal. Uh-oh. Enter password. I even though it doesn't show up, I will do that off screen. All right, confirm transaction. You're welcome. Yeah, 0.2 is only 20 bucks. Get the good buys first. All right, so I'm assuming the transaction was confirmed, and I am in. I am in, baby. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna mention this again. A friend of mine, if any of you are board game fans, you like playing games. This is a Kickstarter. A friend of mine, he's been working on this for more than a year. He's killed it. Escape Master. He has a Kickstarter campaign. He launched it today. He's already at $6,500. This game's a blast. If you were to donate $30 to this campaign, you'd get the game and the expansion. You could donate $19 and just get the game. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, check it out. Escape Master on Kickstarter. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, let's see what else. Solana's down to 128. Hey, what did I say? That's music to my ears. So do you mean if we buy HEEHEE for 0.2 Solana, we are in? Yes. Yeah. Was that an ad? Oh, no. That was not. I'm not getting paid to promote that. That's literally like there's a friend of mine in my life who did that, and I'm rooting for him. I hope he kills it with that. So Crypto Galaxy just posted that Casper will hit $10. I don't believe that. All right, but Solana. So yeah, Solana. Okay. Where is the entry on Solana? It's so clear. You know, it wicks down, but it holds this level of support, $126. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. 9 times it's held $125.97 as support. There's been several wicks, been many wicks. I mean, that August 5th wick was scary, but again, I am excited about buying Solana if it wicks below at $126. Thank you, Abel. Buy Solanic too, for sure. Do you have a platform where can I have a one-on-one convo about taking profits? I'm 200K invested. Oh, man. Bry Guy, I need to start something like that. Eventually, maybe I'll start something like that in October. I don't love doing one-on-ones, but, you know, you're a member of the channel. I'm not saying it's going to be cheap, especially because I don't like talking on the phone. But at some point, yeah, and at some point soon enough that you're not like, we're not talking about in the bear market that I'd be doing something like that. So 57 mints. What's mint? 57 mints. If you had to choose between Sui or Tia and your reason, ooh. Tia, I would say Tia because of the big run-up that I'm anticipating until October 30th. Otherwise, I would probably say Sui. Take profits every time your UPS quarter Bry Guy. What? He is going to blow up? Yeah, David. You said on previous lives that there will be no bull run in 2025. Can you explain that, please? Joe, man, I've said it so many times. You know, here's what happens historically. Is we have a hiking cycle and then we pause, and during the hiking cycle and during the pause, things get pretty bullish. But during the rate cuts, they're not bullish. What the reason usually why the Federal Reserve will cut rates is because they anticipate a recession. A recession is coming. That's happened every time since 1955, and so. Looking at that, 57 minutes left. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And then, I mean, looking at unemployment too. Unemployment has already started pumping pretty hard. That's a good sign that we're about to enter a recession. Token make money outside value of the token. What token would be? What project do you think? You got to look at the ones that make money. There aren't many that make money. Tron makes money. Ethereum makes money. Solana makes money. Binance Smart Chain makes money. One of those four. There aren't many. I mean, Rune, Thorchain makes money. Sui is better. Yeah, David, it is. But I'm talking about short term. 60 minutes. Are you staying live until the Fed meeting? I can't. I'm sorry. Do you think Solana has a bigger potential than Sui? Potential? No. Because Solana's already made it, you know? But there's no guarantees that Sui is going to flip Solana or anything like that. So whatever happens, it's pretty clear we'll hit recession. It's just how hard, right? That's what I believe. You know, I've gotten into some arguments with people. Yesterday in live, Alvarez, someone asking him what token he invests in. Okay. What did he say? Oh, wait, he said something about like a coin that issues stable coins or something like that. Do you think there's a chance we don't enter a recession? I feel like I've been hearing recession since 2022. I mean, I've been talking about recession since 2022, but I've been talking about whatever happens after they first cut rates. So I have not been saying recession imminent since 2022. Do I think there's a chance we don't enter a recession? There's a lot of conflicting information. I mean, what I'm seeing would lean more likely towards a recession. I mean, let's pay attention to GDP. I think it's a very high chance that we're going to enter a recession. Could Render hit $30 this alt run? Yeah, it could. HEEHEE will make more money than any of them. Okay. We are teetering on a recession, yeah. Do you have a price in mind for one-on-one coaching? Guys, it would be over $100. It would be maybe $100 for 30 minutes or something like that. Alvarez won't say nothing but say about token who make money outside value token. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I can't see how you and Ty get on. I watch your podcast together. You didn't seem comfortable. I've never done a podcast like that. That's probably why I didn't seem comfortable. That's not bad. Something's not bad. I don't know what's not bad. You seem very opposite to each other. I mean, we disagree on some stuff, but you know, I don't have any hate for any other so-called influencer in the space, you know? So I made a mistake earlier this year. You know, I made videos about small caps, the high risk, high reward altcoins. And so there were some people who got alienated by that, and they were high risk, high reward. Some of them did very well. But what I came to find is that the ones I got more hate for the ones that pumped hard and then crashed versus the ones that didn't pump at all. And so lesson learned, I'm trying to mostly just speak about economics and Bitcoin. So yeah, real bright guy. So I had like a 3-month period where you could have called me a shiller. Not even 3 months, like a month and a half. No one's judging, David. Arrow's another play that I like. Okay. All right. Link 2024. Let me look at the chain link chart. Thoughts on Origin Trail? That's the second question I've gotten about Origin Trail today after multiple months of not getting questions about it. I wouldn't buy Chainlink just yet. You see it at $9.50. Buy Chainlink. Thank you, Joe. Crypto Miles. I'm not sure I know who that is. I'll check him out. Memes might hit in December. Yeah. I'll check out Origin Trail. I'm just going to look at the chart. But Link, I wouldn't touch Link yet. I could see Link putting in a new yearly high, maybe $25, $30 for Chainlink. Nervous for rate cuts. I set tight stop losses. I wouldn't be surprised if people get stopped out in multiple directions. So oh, I hate this guy. He's almost done, finally. Sorry, I'm looking at this one guy who just dumps HEEHEE nonstop. He's just relentless, and he's almost out, thankfully. Man, he's selling millions of HEEHEE. I can't wait for this guy to be gone. Pendle is a monster, yeah. Which is a better buy, Aerodrome or AOS? I would say Aerodrome. Miria, I think I've already looked at Miria. I bought a decent amount of Miria already. Miria looks good. He's on X, goes live every night at 11 p.m., 11:25 p.m. I'll check him out. Gala and Beam, 500K tokens of each. Is that a good spot to be in? Those are pretty safe bets. I don't think Gala is going to do like a 10x or anything like that. The tokenomics are abysmal with Gala, but I think it's fine. Beam and Miria. Gaming looks stronger than I thought it would look by this time. I thought gaming was going to be a euphoria play. Beam looks really good right now. Miria, I bought some Miria a couple weeks ago. Miria is just flat, but it's bottomed out. Origin Trail, I did already look at Origin Trail, Crypto Ouija. I just, as far as I was talking about the chart. So let me look at the chart. Are we bullish after rate cuts? Saad, that's my desk banging question for this live stream. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, let me look at, I'm going to look at the origin trail chart. $205 million market cap. Best time frame to use VWAP on. Let me look at it. I'll pull it up on a chart. So I like anchored VWAP. Yeah, no worries. Track. I mean, the chart. It's pretty flat right now. It looks like maybe it's broken a downtrend, but now it's just flat. So here's my suggestion. Let me find something that's been pretty stable. Maple's been pretty stable. Pick a time frame. Find a range and pick a time frame. So where's anchored VWAP? Anchored VWAP. It's a free tool on TradingView. So how about from here? How about that? And you can see now when it gets to the top of the volume profile, that's generally a time to be bearish. And when it gets down to the bottom of the volume profile, that's a time to be bullish. And a lot of the times when it breaks out of the volume profile, it'll come right back down like a magnet until it's just ready for a full out breakout. So I've heard the Camino Solana lending profile. Yeah, that looks good. I bought Pendle around 310. Is it a good entry? I need to DCA more. It's not a bad entry. I'm not buying track. Ondo might help me. Okay. Why don't many people speak on Maple? For my research, this is very bullish. I mean, the consolidation is very bullish. I don't know enough about it fundamentally. Render seems to be a steal right now. I like Render. It looks okay. Not amazing on the chart at least. But, all right, guys, nature's calling. Got to go to the bathroom soon. But just a reminder, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. That's between now and 4 p.m. Eastern time. You have 2.5 hours still. So have a good one, everybody. See you next time. Any live later, I won't be able to. All right, see ya.